Hello, Brian the Fanboy here, and April of 2024 is the 30th anniversary of All That. So, yes, it's been 30 years since the pilot episode of All That first premiered back in April 16, 1994. And in honor of the show's 30th anniversary, I saw the pilot episode and I'm going to review it. Now, the pilot episode begins when each cast members were showing off new pair of shoes, and each one were more impressive than the other. And you know what the shoes could do. And then when it was Katrina's turn, well, yes, her shoes were the most impressive. Of course, Kel he pointed out that Katrina cannot walk and run in those shoes, and Katrina said that she doesn't need to. And then turns out that her shoes could well, they work like rocket boots, and when she turned them on, and it caused her to fly over Nickelodeon Studios in Orlando, Florida. I mean, the building's still there, but it's no longer a Nickelodeon thing anymore. But anyway, yes, eventually she crashed to where at the playground where the cast members were hanging at, and well, she was acting she was alright, and she was, and said that now that was all that. And then we get the theme song, which is performed by TLC, and they even appeared on the in the theme song as well while singing. And the cast members had their names during the credits, and they are Kenan Thompson, Kel Mitchell, Alyssa Reyes, Charles Server, Lori Beth Timberg, Angelique Bates, and Katrina Johnson. I think I got all of them. Yes, and of course the opening theme also says musical guest DLC. Now we move on to the next sketch, which is well, there is this group of scouts called the Junior Badger Buddies, and well, their scoutmaster, who's played by Kel, well, he said that their laws and everybody panics except for one scout, and his name is Back in Second Barry, and he's played by Keenan. And well, Back in Second, like Barry for short, he when the scoutmaster asks if there anything Barry can do, like a light, Barry he took a lantern out of his pants, because he was wearing big pants. It was very funny, and yes, the scouts were all happy about it. And then Alyssa, she oh yes, said she wants a tuna fish sandwich, and well, Barry he took out an actual tuna fish. I mean, now was not real life, but just for the sketch and fake. Anyway, yes, he also took out a container of mayonnaise and a big loaf of bread. And then the scoutmaster asks what he's gonna do if where to sleep or if there's a bear attack. And well, Barry he took out a folded tent out of his pants. Yes, and the scouts were all happy. Now, oh yes, then the scoutmaster asks if he has a TV in there, and then we move to a scene where he did have a TV, and the other items he pulled out of his pants were an armchair a pinball machine, and a bunch of other items that would be too big to carry in a normal pair of pants. And then a helicopter was flying over on its way to rescue the scouts. And well, the scoutmaster he accepted Barry's help and said that he wished that well, the situation made him the experience made him wish that he has a child of his own. And Barry he took out a newborn baby girl out of his pants and gave her to the scoutmaster as his new daughter. Yes. Now we move on to the next sketch where Katrina she plays a bouncer for this thing called Lucky Cheese, which of course is a parody of Chuck E. Cheese. And well, the rest of the cast members were well they wanted to get in, but Katrina was making it difficult for them. And then some inside the building needed her help in. Well, Katrina she put up a rope on and warned everybody waiting in line that they get a fist in the face if anybody tries to cross. And then she went in and quickly got an adult by the ear and she threw him out because of the trouble he was causing. And then Phil Moore, the host of Nick Arcade, he appeared and he was trying to use his celebrity status in order to get in. And well, when Katrina heard what Phil said about himself, she asked if she can touch him, and but he thought it was weird, but he decided to play along. Only it was just so Katrina can beat him up and throw him out. Yes. Now we get to a short sketch where we have Steve Urkel coming out the window, and then another Steve Urkel was coming out of the window. Now, they weren't played by Jamel White, who was the official actor for Steve Urkel and Family Matters. Uh, the version of the Steve Urkels and the pilot episode of All That were played by two of all the cast members. Yes. Now we get to another short sketch where Katrina, as Annie was trying to sing, of course, then Flower fell over her. Now, we get to another sketch where at a classroom, and a teacher named Miss Fingerly, who is played by Lori Beth, well, she was, well, for one thing, she noticed that Josh was chewing gum in class and told him the rules about nobody is allowed to bring any outside items outside into the classroom unless they have enough for the entire class. So yes, and then Angelique, she was playing music on a large radio, and Miss Ringley asked her if she was had enough for the entire class, and Angelique said that she does, and she gave everybody in the classroom a large radio. Then Gail came outside the classroom eating pudding, and then Miss Ringley asked if he has enough for the entire class, and well, he left for a few seconds, only to come back with a wheelbarrow of pudding, and everybody in the class were excited. And then Kel also mentioned that he was babysitting his little brother, and Miss Fringley reminded him of the rules, and well, Kel he was one step ahead and brought in a bunch of other little boys, so everybody in the class now has a little brother. Yes. Now, the next sketch is called Clorp. And, well, at the beginning, it was, well, a man who was played by Dan Schneider. Yes, I know about the controversy with him around, but I'm not gonna get into that here because that is not what this video is about. But anyway, yes, he in the sketch he found a oh, I forgot to mention that the sketch is all in a black and white because it's a parody of an all black and white B movie. Anyway, he found the a glowing purple light inside of coming out of the refrigerator, and then eventually we get to see a cop who's played by Alyssa and a scientist who's played by Keenan, and they were talking to the man's family, where the mother is played by Lori Beth, the son is played by Josh, and the daughter is played by Katrina. And well, they were asked about anything they ate recently, and well, Lori Beth is talking about leftover meatloaf, and well, Keenan said that he figured out and what well, the reason for the father's disappearance was GLORP, which stands for gooey leftover refrigerated pus, which comes from leftover food that is not eaten by a long time. And so they everybody followed the trail of rubber goo, and then there was this ambulance sound, and it wasn't an ambulance or anything like that. It was the father who was making the ambulance sound because, well, Glor. Well, I forgot to mention that Katrina asked if the Glorp ate her father, and Keenan said not all of him, just his brain. And yes, the father was making an ambulance sound, and then the narrator said that told the audience that they better not wait too much time to eat leftovers because if you don't eat the leftovers, then the leftovers will eat you, and then suddenly the narrator started to make it ambulance sounds too. Yeah, that was funny. Now we get to another small sketch where again Katrina was trying to sing her song again as Annie, but then there was an explosion. Now we move to another sketch which introduces Walter the Earboy. He is played by Josh, and well, Walter he has these big ears, and everybody at school was making fun of him for it. And so he went to seek help from advice from somebody who has a similar situation when it comes to his appearance, and it was Ross Perot. And well, yes, they talked. First, Ross Perot he put a show a chart comparing Walter to Dumbo, and then usually afterwards Ross Perot suggests that Walter could either well put up with the bullying or flush himself down the toilet, and Ross Perot shows Josh a chart with one of a toilet, a picture of a toilet, and a picture of Walter. And then the sketch ended with a narrator showing Josh, Walter, uh, sitting, kneeling down next to the toilet, completing this future. And then, of course, another scene with Walter where he started to transfer to a new school where he meets a boy named Pizza Face, whose face is an actual pizza, a girl named Four Eyes, who literally has four eyes, and a girl named Tinsel Thief, who is actually, who really does have tinsel teeth. Well, mentality, but anyway, yes, now we go back to Katrina singing as Annie again, only she never got a chance to finish because two Secret Service agents, played by Josh and Kel, grabbed her and took her off the stage. And then we meet two characters, two old men named Mavis and Clavis, who are played by Keelan and Kel. And then they started introducing the musical guest, TLC, and TLC started to perform their song, What About Your Friends? Now, after the musical number, we get to the final funny sketch of the pilot episode where Alyssa, she plays this interviewer, kind of like in the style of MTV, and she was going to interview this rapper called Leap Froggy Frog, and reveals that Leap Froggy Frog was a giant frog, and he is played by Keenan. And Leap Froggy Frog is also a frog parody of popular rappers who, rappers who were, well, the kind of rappers who were popular during that time in the 90s. And well, Elisa, she as Leap Froggy Frog about the rumor about Kermit being his father, and yes, Leap Froggy Frog said it is a rumor because Kermit is a puppet. Yes. Then he introduced the Fly Girls, who are played by TLC. They assist him in different things. And Leap Froggy Frog, he also talked about his childhood and show photos of himself in his young years. Of course, those were photos of a plush frog wearing glasses. Yes. And they did talk a bit more, and then Leap Froggy Frog, he wanted a snack and started to eat flies, and well, he asked if Alyssa if she would like some, and Alyssa declined, and he said, well, "Oh, you don't eat flies, but you eat frog legs, huh? Huh?" Yeah, that was funny. Yes. And then that sketch, and then Alyssa tried to end the interview, and then the pilot episode ended with the cast saying goodbye to the audience and that they had to leave before the parents found out that they're goofing off. And that was the end of the first ever episode of All That. So yes, it was a funny episode, and yeah, I became a fan of that show when I was a kid. Now, as what's going on for the 30th anniversary of All That, well, I read this article where Keenan, he wants a reunion with the cast, and he also suggested to make it a pizza party. Of course, nothing official has been declared according to the moment I am making this video, and yes, as much as I would like there to be like an event that feature everybody who's been a member of All That, a cast member that is not possible for many different reasons. I mean, I guess at least having a lot of them appeared, but like I said before, nothing official has been declared. So yes. Oh, and also you could do something special for the 30th anniversary of All That. You know, like maybe you can make your own sketch in the style of All That. You can even or maybe do some arts and craft. You know, be creative and have fun. So yes, I think that's all I can say for the 30th anniversary of All That. And also, please share this video. Please subscribe to my channel because it will help me a lot. And also, please share this video on social media like Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. So that's it, and I'll see you next time. Bye.